Good morning, good morning. Greetings, greetings. Greeting you in your time zone. How's everybody? Mulishani, by Carlos Mulishani. By Karen, how are you? Nancy Mwalula, as usual, good to see you. How's everybody? Mulishani, a lot going on, guys. Gilbert Kalonga, Mulishani by Gilbert, Davis Silwimba, Mulishani by Davis. Good to see you all. Follow. Let's share. I'm trying to share, guys. Hey, Simon, my son, Tus Shambhala. How are you, my son? Good to see you. Keep up the good work. Simon, I follow you on TikTok. Yes, TikTok, Epaliriash. I want to go on TikTok. Epalifidechtika. No filter. Pa TikTok. Ba Gideon Mulishani, ba Osfa Mulishani, Chiwe Angela Mulishani, Kazia Namsokwe, Ruth Mwila, how are you? Irene Victoria. Mulishani wa Irene Chopa. Amen. Share, guys. Share bali jaka pantambo. So we get to share and invite everyone to watch. You can request to join. Tulelo tulanda pama breaking news, lero breaking stories. Ifile chitika muchalo. Justin Chibesa Mulishani, mulibuti no bantu molibi habuti, mokala buti, mutozi chwangi, mudingahi, nakusakila mwane, Mwachoma Bwanji wa Sunday Mumba, good to see you as usual. Kaoma Brian, good to see you. Yes, guys. Itenya thank you for those who are following and sharing and invite your friends to Amitotela. Thank you so sana to Atotela sana. Kano Samulishani. Josephine, I'll try to be here an hour. I do realize Avengi mweva na bundles, so I'll try to be straight to the point. 10 minutes to achta, tuaposhanya, and then we get started. So we'll try to wind in an hour so I save your bundles, especially mweva na mweva likuzambia. Raggy Charlie, good to see you. Even Edith, good to see you. Josephine Mulishani wa Josephine wa Nancy. Thank you, Thank you, Miss Nancy. Good evening. Abachale Kabondo Mulishani. Comments below. Tule poshanya. I'm just sharing, guys, and waiting for people to come in. Ama topics yalelo. We are talking about Chilufya Tayali's delivery of the letter at the U.S. Embassy. I think we have all seen that. We are also talking about EFF President Kasonde Nudoni, how he went to the ACC and delivered the documents there. Then we are also talking about, there is a video circulating where they are threatening to sue Munir Zulu for hate speech. Yes, they are threatening to sue Munir Zulu for hate speech. So we'll talk about that too. And finally, I love you too, Mark Dollar Cham. I love you guys, everybody. I'm sending my love, kisses, and hugs. Yes, Davison Mumba, Mulishaniwa Davison, Kaoma Brian, Davison Mumba, I haven't forgotten you about you. I will take care of you, hopefully, April month end. Yes. Kaoma Brian Mulishani wa Dorothy Gondwe na Totela Mkwai. We are Zambian. You know, Zambian women are beautiful. And we get finer with age, right? Diatule Kota, we look beautiful as we grow older. Because as we grow older, we know how to take care of ourselves. You know what I mean? So share. Thank you, guys. I'm trying to share here. Call Mama Chika Moneka if you have a number. Mama Chika Moneka mubete naba Anik nabena mubete. Yes, to the panel teller, we are on Facebook Live. Victor Chisanga, thank you for the beautiful flowers. Mulampanga mwevana. I am dead without my Facebook family, you know. I have no life. Facebook life, and I just go to work and I look forward to come back on Facebook Live. Kabondo, appreciate if you can inbox me because I have a lot to share with you. No problem, Kabondo, munchte inbox. Just inbox me, we can exchange the numbers. Ba venon chilanga mulishani. Mwe bantu mwe wengi mwali luwa mwali kwisa. Where was everybody? We need to be talking. Muka sange chalo na bashtishaka. Muli kuma TikTok, muma short video. I know TikTok is nice. The videos are short, but if you want content, if you want to kukonkeriash, you all have to be on Facebook. Because on Facebook, tatwa at a time limit. You know what I mean? Facebook, we have no time limit. So you need to be making time to join me live. Even if you can't join me live, watch the videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free, guys. Mwilati no kuchita subscribe. Subscribing is free. Subscribing is free, guys. Mwilati na muleta subscribe. Subscribing is free, guys. It's not tekweba tingamata subscribe mwalali pila awe. Subscribing is free on YouTube. So mulenko nka Queen Pumi Show on YouTube. Queen Pumi Show on YouTube. Subscribe there, guys. And it is free. It is free. It is free. Mwanfwa. Yes. So earlier she mwe bantu bakwales. Ndiye kani mwe bantu bakwales. Amuleta subscribe. I'm sharing. Twalayamba nombalini. A few minutes. Ba Henry Mwansaka le mule chita share. Mwali chita abandon. Mwali kwisa. You all need to catch up. Pa YouTube, muchite catch up mwali sharira. Ama videos yonse. Yari pa YouTube. Mwanza, look good to see you. Yes, so let's get started. I know a lot of people are live, but Tayali Bali live. So just set your notifications. Subscribe to YouTube channel. It is free. So when you have time, you need to watch. Tufile tuletwa ishibefile chika mchalo. Mukasange chalo na bashitisha na mwikala mudindwi. Ichalo na bashitisha. Mulenko ingata mupokelele notification around 21 hours mwaisa. Mwaishiba. If you haven't received the notification, mule panga fie. Bashimya tayari, bamushimya. Bamushimya shani. Oh, internet, wata interfere na internet feed ya. Mwa umetayari. Ba Mabel, good to see you, Mabel. Sweethearts. Bamushimye tayali tabakwanishe. Balaye chobonze balaye chokutushimya. Iyi page, most of you this page, you could not get the notification. Some of you they even blocked you. Mwamona. Mwevengi tamwale munana page. A lot of people walenchita inbox. Madam, tatule mimona paipa internet opo mwaba. Mama chika moneka, if you can't connect it to Esheni Mwambui, try connecting Mwambui with that Mwambui chika moneka page. Mama chika moneka elo muchite filefo na chimieba page ya unfollow and like Ubuntu page. Elo muchite muifunye delete your app, your Facebook app, muchite uninstall and then reinstall it. And then after you do that, that's when you follow me. So it's like, you know, when you're having problems with your computer, you reboot it. So even this phone, if you're having problem to connect with me on this phone, reboot your phone. Muichite reboot. But before you reboot your phone, unfollow ama page yonse. Like ingamula followina. Ngamula followinga mwanchita and follow and like elo mwaya muma apps mwatini kapadika icon karya. You hold it down and then you click on the option to uninstall. When you uninstall FB ngayafuma elo mwachita restart phone. You restart your phone. So ngapari babika fiala chita break. So you restart your phone. Once you restart your phone, again, you install your Facebook app, mwaibika. Elo nga mwabika Facebook app, elo mwaisanchita follow na foot. So nga pali ama barriers, bala yala putuka. So, tuwala yamba. Imagine mama have shared your post past Smart Observer and it has been declined. Yes, a lot of these news posts, vali pila. To not to report anything against the new dawn or ifishinka mamona or anything political. So na mumona ama pages even yama celebrities aba fuido ko bati bale landa pabuyan tanshi wachalo bali muma personal dramas. So those people, they have been told something going on. Those people, they have been told to involve in politics or whatever. But that's why we are saying e page chain tuikushe page. Tien tuikushe, because if a panel, we are human rights activists. We are here to talk for democracy. We are here to promote checks and balances. We are here to ensure a poverty-free Zambia. So why are they blocking the information of democracy? Vakamala Harris tabadi kulusa kabalanda pali democracy. Eh? Kamala Harris tabadi kulusa kabalanda pali democracy. Ngabalanda democracy. Let the people talk. Let the people talk. This new dawn by Shilemuli democracy. So let the people talk. So Mama is trying to add you, but ile kana. Or maybe you try. Otherwise, you won't be able to connect. Or mubonfi account imbi ilia mwambui tayamisu minishe because ngana yaku Zoom abantu bala chepa. So I'll just be here. I'll try to use another different account. So I'll get started real quick. I know about Zambia ama data kuli ama data issues. Tagging anywhere chilufya Tayali, maybe he can come on my page. Ngana bamushimia. Let me tag you at Tayali. If he can't come on or if he can't go on his page, maybe he can come here. Atushimikile chochich. So somebody, hi Cynthia Lawrence, good to see you. Zane, good to see you. Somebody tagged Bachilufya Tayali or call him. Maybe he can come here. Maybe he can be able to join this live. Tayali is also live. Okay, all right. Yeah, he started at 20 hours. So that's good. Tayali is also live. So you guys, kula mule umfwa. I know a lot of us are live, but when you have time, catch up. Mule chita catch up. Mwachita catch up. Mwamfwe file chitika mchalo. Mwamfwe file chitika mchalo. Na Totela, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. So we are going to talk. Mama Chika Monica, use Mwambui account ole ama account yenu yali ayambi. Ewo mubonfyo kuisapa. Nga mwabonfya iyo po mwakwata abantu taile misuminisha. It's not allowing you. Yes. So guys, let's get started real quick. Let me tag over, but Tayali is live. Okay. So we'll leave him alone. Okay, thank you. Okay, but Tayali bali move. Okay, but Kamala, she was ni Kamala, not Kamara. David, ba Kamala, Kamala, Kamala Harris. Ni ba Kamala, not Kamara. Okay, so number one, I'm talking, I'll just comment and then you guys can comment. Okay, but Tayali came at 20 hours, so me, I'm coming an hour later. An hour later. So anyway, I'll talk to him so that we can negotiate on maybe I can come after him. I don't know. But kunokabiri me, I'm in a different time zone. And I have to go to work. So that's the situation. So I want to start first with the letter that Tayali delivered to the US Embassy. I want to comment on that. And we all watched the video, what Chilufya said about the USA democracy and the USA military presence is in many countries. And what I'm saying here is not from my head. It's all on social media. What I'm sharing here is public information. But the main things that I took from Tayali was USA's presence, USA's military presence in many countries where it has an economic interest. To summarize it, I think Tayali's sentiments were bordered on the USA's military presence in countries where the USA has economic interests. That's one point which Tayali brought out. And he also talked about the killing of, Hussein and also Muammar Gaddafi. And also, he also talked about the United States interference in countries' democracy. And and just for me to contribute on all that, I would like to say, I agree with Mr. Tayali 100%. I think times have changed, times have changed. This is my opinion. And democracy must be respected in all countries throughout the whole world. Democracy is democracy, not only to Western countries, but also to African countries. And we are here to say, as a new Africa, a young Africa, a young Zambia who has been independent 58 years, it is time Zambia practice the real democracy. We as African or we as Zambian should not be a puppet of certain countries. Certain countries should not come to Zambia and dictate who our friends are. No, we say no to that. We said no to that in 1964. And up to now, 58 years later, we are saying no. After 58 years later, we are saying no to being dictated on who's our friend, to being given aid when we are rich countries. You people, it doesn't make sense that the natural resources in Africa is what is running the economies of the Western countries and the Eastern countries. But then they are begging for aid. We are begging for aid from the West and from the East. But our resources are running these economies. We are here to say the time has come for our leaders to develop a spine and demand for fair trade with these countries. I was reading one article today by a woman president. She's new on the scene. I forgot her name, but she's a woman president and she's new on the scene. She has a political party and she issued a statement to say none of her political members should go and protest. And then the interesting thing that I noted in her statement was she said that we are seeking help from East and Western countries. And I commented on that on her article to say, I beg to differ. Zambia is not seeking help from any West or Eastern country. Zambia or any developing country is seeking business partners. We are at our time in our lives, at the time and place when Zambia should stand and demand for trade partners, not for help or aid. We have the materials which are wanted by the East and the West. So I 100% agree with Mr. Tayali. Zambia and many other African countries, it is time for them, our leaders especially, it is time for our leaders to man up and grow up and negotiate. Yes, Alex. The time of saying we need help and aid from USA or from China is gone. These countries are running their economies on resources from Africa. So why can't our leaders demand fair trade? Equal opportunities, partnership. That is what we want. We don't want our president to be dragging us between the wars of the East and the West. Zambia is a neutral country. I am here to tell the president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, please do not drag this country into the wars of the East and the West. Zambia, we are just a simple country who is trying to survive and get out of poverty. To the fire. And we will deal with anyone who comes with a fair deal to us. That's it. Fair deal meaning when you open a mine in Zambia, we own 51% of the shares, at least minimum. If there are profits, we get at least 50%. We should be getting 90, 80%, but we are not. So this is what we want. We know that this MOU that was signed between Congo, Zambia, and USA, it's very manipulative. Very manipulative, and it will continue to impoverish the countries involved. Even if our president and his government have not released the details of the MOU, but news has come from here, from the West, to say the deal that was signed is very manipulative, and the Congo is only going to get 10% out of that deal, when Congo is the source of the main component. The land of Congo is producing these natural resources, but it is going to get 10%. Who is getting 90%? 90% should go to Congo and 10% should go to the other investors. What are they investing? Because they are not doing anything apart from digging raw materials and taking them out of the ground. The minerals, when they come from out of the ground, they are ready. So when are we going to have leaders in Africa who are going to man up and look at these Western countries and the Eastern countries and say, we need to India, you need to help us, not help us. We need to work together. We are a team, we are partners. Yes, Alex Mpungu saying the praise singers are the reason. You know, Zambia's democracy is really strong, but we are here to condemn. Every day, I'll be condemning the praise singers. We need our leaders to man up and stand up to our business partners and demand fair trade. That's the only way Zambia is going to succeed. And I watched a president from at a summit that was held in Russia for African leaders. And I saw a president, I don't know his name, but he said that Africa needs to get out of poverty. But how is Africa going to get out of poverty when we have corrupt governments and we are all afraid to talk about the corruption? This now brings me to what EFF President Bamwenda Kasonde went to do at the ACC. I'm not going to go in details, but please, if you don't follow EFF President Kasonde Mwenda, I'm going to tag him here. Follow him, and he according to him, he called it a detailed dossier of all the corrupt practices of New Dawn since they came into power. It's a public document. He says he's going to make the document public, and we are going to find it on his page. Now I've switched to talking to the second point, Bamwenda's visit to ACC. Bamwenda's visit to ACC, he said the fertilizer scandals in obtaining fertilizers, giving these contracts, they are all corrupt, and we are not talking about it. And we are here to say, if we don't talk about this corruption, it will continue. As we can see, the PF, they were just waiting. But PF, what is this? By New Dawn. New Dawn was just waiting to come in government and do exactly what PF was doing. Even worse, their process of acquiring contracts to supply fertilizer and medicines was stinking corrupt. It is stinking corrupt. But New Dawn, they are stinking corrupt. And the dossier is already on Kasonde Mwenda's page. Thank you, Cynthia Lawrence. Tatuabaleke, because we will not get out of poverty through we will not get out of poverty through bootlicking. Tapaluka fumamu poverty if we continue bootlicking. So it's really sad, guys, what's happening. But we are going to shine a light. This page, Nangoma Foundation and Ubuntu page, we are a human rights-based organization. We want to take Zambia out of poverty. We want to take Zambia out of poverty. Thank you, by Jean Mwansa. How are we going to take Zambia out of poverty? We are going to take Zambia out of poverty if we shine light. We have to shine light on all the corrupt activities that are happening. We need to call people out. We need to expose corrupt people. They need to be exposed. We need to hold these people accountable. By ACC, do your job. I know you are working under direct, actually the situation now is you are being asked to investigate deals that are directly connected to Cabinet Office and also Plot 1 to State House. So it's not easy. I wouldn't want to work at ACC right now, because the ACC, as we hear, is directly under the office of the president. And, you know, they are tasked with investigating some of the cases. They're directly connected to the State House. So I wouldn't want to be working at ACC right now. But you know, this government is a historical government. Historical things are happening, you know. Historical things are happening in this country, and it is a very youthful country. That's why a lot of historical things are happening, because we have a very youthful population who are well informed and very much interested in the running of the government. Thank you, Vanansi Mwalula. So I am talking about Kasonde Mwenda and his dossier, his documents he has provided to ACC to start investigating the corrupt practices of this current government. And we have seen that the president, they are less than 2 years in power. They are less than 2 years in power, but a lot of allegations against the ministers, and the president is shielding. The president is openly shielding his corrupt ministers. Last week we saw the whistleblower from Honorable Munir Zulu, and we saw him being ambushed and picked up after the president made a comment. So that is abuse of power. It's lack of separation of powers. And we don't know how. It's just, for me, I can say it is going to get worse from here. It's just going to get worse. So guys, let's be vigilant. Let's follow Tayali. Let us follow Kasonde Mwenda, what he's doing. Let us read that document when we have time. And the next topic that I'm coming to is the men in uniform. So I am told that there's, I don't know, some men in uniform. I don't know if it's Zambia police, Naponganiwa Zambia army. They were taken to clean the streets of Lusaka. I didn't see that video, but I have been reliably informed. So can someone tag me in that video where our men in uniform were taken to sweep the streets of Lusaka? And for me, I say that is very unfortunate. It is extremely unfortunate. I am not happy about it. And it is unacceptable that the government can use the men in uniform to clean up the filth of the people of Lusaka. It is insulting. And I don't know. I have to choose my words before I get sued here. But all I can say is, if this New Dawn government took men in uniform, respectable men in uniform, it doesn't matter, Zambia National Service, Zambia Police, Zambia Army, Zambia Air Force, these men in other countries, they are respected. You cannot degrade officers so low to go and clean filth in the streets of Lusaka. when there are city councils collecting taxes every day? What are the city councils doing with the money they are collecting? They can't hire workers to clean up the streets? If they needed to hire workers to clean up the streets, they could have hired youths. We have 6-7 million youths unemployed. They could have hired youths, part-time contract by youth wawamye musebo. This thing of taking inena chinkalipa ichakubula mwabula ba police officer to clean your filth is actually disgusting. It's insulting and it's unacceptable. We have seen where the men in uniform are used is in a case where there is a disaster. No, but in Lusaka there, ministers live there, everybody lives there. We saw Balarumango the other time, she was marching at Clean Up Lusaka Valley marching. No, we have to condemn this. You cannot use respectable men in uniform to clean up the filth in your cities. No, we say no to that. And it is wrong. And whoever made that decision, they need to be talked to. Mwichushabantu. Men in uniform, they are respectable men and women. Respectable men and women. They are civil servants. A civil servant is one of the highest respectable jobs in any country, anywhere. Even in Zambia, a civil servant has always been respected. They go to prisons. There are prisons everywhere. Why can't they take prisoners and clean the streets? That's what happens. Most of these developed countries, factory and whatever, prisoners. So mwashama prisoners na balala mkusenda masoja na ponga nibaka pokolanga niba Zambia National Service baisa mkuwa miefi kofienu mulusaka omo. When you have so many youths who are not working, when you have bakaili balela ala afye mkudia mwali bakaka, what are the kailis doing, those who are incarcerated with hard labor? What labor are they doing? It's crazy, guys. It is crazy that whoever ngani minister naponga ni nani uachima baima mutulo wachiyosi kasendeni ama men in uniform to come and clean the filth of Lusaka. Imagine. It is wrong at every level. People, men in uniform, kufialo kungale pita, they are highly respected. Kuya mkupiangefi kwa after mwalamfia mulusaka, abantu wala lipilama taxes mulusaka, balusaka city council wala di MP ya kudia. Ngamwachia senda ma directors baku council kudia baisa mkupianga mumuseu. Because as far as I'm concerned, these men in uniform, they are more respectable than those officers at Lusaka City Council who are collecting money every day, balefilo kuwamia city. Everyone pays tax mu Lusaka muni. Where is the money? Ewa baleli pilabantu tax. Where is the money? Tatwa mile ke twa kula mieba. Because ta mule famule jita fifin tu kwatika tuishi. You know? You are treating this country like your secret in Temba. In any mfulwa. It's so upsetting that a whole government can take men and women in uniform to clean the filth of the city. Varatamba, I know they are watching here. I know the OP and whatever, they are all watching here. And I'm here to say it is wrong and it's not acceptable to take honorable men and women in uniform to Yamkupiangefiko, Fiamulusaka. You have council workers, you have Bakaili. Yeah. So, moving on to the last topic. Ili achilia kwa Honorable Munir Zulu. I have seen online they are saying that they are going to sue him. They are going to sue him for what he said about villagers in Numezi are more intelligent than villagers in Wengwa. So I just want to comment on that, and then you guys can come in. And my comment on that is, as far as I'm concerned, like we should treat this Munir Zulu carefully with understanding, because Munir Zulu, he was abducted. He was ambushed and then abducted and then held overnight in a police cell. So he is actually aggrieved, and we should not, whatever he said there, we should not take it seriously. We should not take what Munir said, what Honorable Munir Zulu said seriously, because Munir Zulu didn't mention a tribe, he just mentioned a place. Mwamona, ero yanimbira ya mushi. Munir Zulu did not mention a tribe or a person. Alan Lefiati, Lumezi people, they are more intelligent than Wengwa people. So that's number one. So in that being said, if there are people from Wengwa who are offended, then let them take it up. Let them take it up to the judges. But to come in and start saying he has insulted a tribe, that is wrong. You want to take this thing out of proportion and start saying that he insulted a entire tribe. It is hate speech. You are taking this thing out of proportion. If you are not from Wengwa, stay away from this topic. It's not about tribe. Nimbira ya mushi, imbira ya mushi taba ya sukira. That's point number one that I'm going to say. If you are aggrieved, then take it to court. My other comment on this Munir Zulu comment is that we have seen there have been appointments of appeasement in all our judiciary systems and the law enforcement systems. That's why anything that you do, this new Dawn government, because they know that those positions, they are filled with their people whom they appointed, they are running to the law to say you will be sued, you will be done this. That's why they have appointed people in the judiciary system. They have appointed people in all the legal offices, so that if they take a case there, that case will be ruled in their favor. So my message from me, my message to those judges who have been appointed by this new Dawn government, if you are a judge, if you are a police officer, whatever legal job you are doing in this new Dawn government, and you were appointed by HH, do not enable abuse of power. I'm going to repeat that. If you are appointed by New Dawn to be a judge or whatever legal or, law enforcement agency you are working, if you are appointed by New Dawn, Do not be a conduit of abuse of power. I am urging our honorable men and women who have been appointed by our president to respect the rule of law and look at these cases without fear or favor. Let them look at, if somebody comes up to say we are suing Munir Zulu, it goes to a judge. I am asking, if you are that judge presiding on that case, rule without fear or favor. We ask for partiality. We ask for democracy and the freedom of expression. We ask that you don't allow people to sensationalize a statement by a young man who is already being abused and oppressed. If you are not from Wengwa, stay out of it. And then we have our cultures, where we use certain terminologies, like imbira ya mushitaba ya sukira. Nga tabakulumbwire shina chao kalipashani. Nga walikuwa mano ikala fiena mano yobe. If Munir Zulu says tawakwata mano, walishibachi walikuwa mano, what do you care? Why should you be offended when you know that walikuwa mano? So 2 things about this Munir case. Imbila ya mushitaba ya sukira. Nga walishibachi walikuwa mano. Why should you be offended? Actually, 3 things. Imbira ya mushitaba ya sukira, nga walikuwa mano, why ule ya suka nga walikuwa mano. Nga tawali wakubwengwa, stay out of it. This is not a tribal case. There is nothing tribal about what Munir said. He didn't mention a tribe. And then we are asking the judges to be fair. But judge, be fair. Some of these cases should be thrown out. Don't even entertain them. Me, if I were a judge one day tell a case, I would throw it out. And finally, our new done every day, they entertain that guy with those 2 clowns, Fimba Opoke. They are always entertaining Fimba Opoke. We have seen even the president himself take selfies with those Fimba Opoke. Fimba Opoke is a hate speech. So why Tabai Minati let's sue those guys for saying Fimba Opoke? It's a hypocritical. Don't be hypocrites when you don't. Somebody whom you are trying to oppress, no kumunyantirira, alanda fiati shani uko at yo we are going to sue him. But these new Fimba Opoke guys, those Fimba Opoke clowns, they have been terrorizing the nation. Fimba Opoke have been terrorists. They are full of their hate speech. But Fimba Opoke, they are haters. They promote hate speech. Did I hear anyone from the New Dawn government to Kulandati let us sue Fimba Opoke guys for hate speech? No? But temwa. So on one hand, the New Dawn is entertaining hate speech. On the other end, Munir lande kofia shanat ni hate speech. Ero talumbula no mundu. He only said it once. But imwe every day ni Fimba Opoke, they are there, could be president, baleko pama selfie, bonse na vice president, bonse Fimba Opoke, everyone says Fimba Opoke, mulenya mulela pila, mule pielonda, that is hate speech. That slogan is almost like that word is almost like a slogan for this New Dawn. I have not heard anyone to say, let us take them to court, but chiwa minavena. They are hypocrites. No, it's not sensitive, but Simon. It's not being sensitive. They want to oppress people. But Simon, mwapete sensitivity. Kamo benana chiba wa minokula eba bantu atifimbeni mupoke, mule pieronda, mule chita shani. For them, it's okay. Because they are in power, they know that we can't even do anything, to the Muslim dictatorship. So when it's okay, it's fine, It is fine for this New Dawn government and they are clowns to insult Zambians. They are laughing, baleko Panama selfie. Let someone who actually ambush and abduct say something out of anger and hurt. We are going to sue him. He has insulted the tribe. It's a shame. And twakulalanda po. We'll be talking so we know. Na push and not push. I am done. I am done with my presentation. We are not going to allow it. Tatwa suminishe. Dumisani Nduna, is it? I always speak trash or truth. I don't know what you're saying. Explain. You know? But we are just here to say, you know, I think Chulufya Tayali, I support him. I support his message. It's about Africa and Africans. We start standing up. We man up and stand to the truth and tell people the truth. Centuries and centuries of Africa, despite our wealth, we are being poor and poor because we are scared of our own shadows. That's what it amounts to, you know. We are scared of our own shadows. We go to the polls and elect a president democratically, and we allow that president to abuse us. We say no to that. President Omwasile democratically, immediately aingira mu office, he becomes a semi-god. We say no to that. A president who's now picking sides to an extent where the people could not even have proper fertilizer because he picked a side. Fertilizer. Putin offered fertilizer. Russia. Cheaper fertilizer was offered from Russia. Our president declined it. Why? Because he has decided to align himself to the West. It is wrong. Zambia, we are not at that level to be making decisions to impoverish our own people. No. Yes. So it is about time. It is about time we talk to these countries. It doesn't matter the power of the United States military. The fact is they have come to Zambia. They want something from us. For Kamala Harris to come, fly all the way to Zambia, it's probably, you know, she comes in peace. She means well. So for Kamala Harris, the VP, to come to Zambia, she means well. She come in peace. That's why I respect Tayali and I actually support him for his action he did to deliver that letter. Because Bakamala na besa mu Zambia, who knew Bakamala could come in Zambia? Instead of condemning Tayali, let us look at it as a blessing to say Kamala is here. This is an opportunity for us to tell her about how we really feel about United States foreign policy. United States is a superpower economically and in a military, but it's not an island. United States needs resources from countries such as Zambia to survive. That's why they are here. Now, when the United States come to Zambia, let us not look at it like they have come to help us. This is what I'm emphasizing. Let us look at the presence of the United States, China, or Russia as business partners. then we are going to see things improve. The problem is we have been looking at these countries as they have come to help us. They give you a briefcase. You take that briefcase and you put the lives of your fellow Zambians centuries in the future into poverty. That's what we are saying. No. We are saying our leaders should be man enough and stand for democracy, make decisions to empower their people. I know America is a big country, yes, but tell them to say, I have 20 million Zambians I need to take care of. I have 6 million unemployed youths. I have so and so mines. Can we negotiate? Can you give us 60%? Can you give us 90%? Can we negotiate goods for goods? Because they need what we have. So we are just here to tell the president and his government to say, do not fight your battles that are not your battles. Mwibikamo Zambia muchanu East versus West, if we neutral, we are just a poor country. We just want to survive and take our people out of poverty. Put food on the table. Ubungani 500 kwacha. Abantu baleshto ubungani 500 kwacha. The poverty levels are too high. And the onus is on Zambian leaders to start acting and behaving responsibly to take their people out of poverty. Kamala Harris or Putin or the Chinese president Kachinga Ninani will not take Zambians out of poverty. It is our leaders who are going to take Zambia out of poverty through the decisions they are making, to be bold, to be fearless in sitting down with all these foreign companies, foreign heads of states as business partners. Chapwa. We need help. We don't need help. We have goods. So let us just look for fair trade. Therefore, to the fire. Ingakula napali local domestic policy yena is rotten. Zambian politics are actually rotten. They are stinking rotten. We have Tayali who's talking about the democracy on an international scale. Then too, we have Kasonde who's talking about democracy on a local level, which is connected to Munir Zulu. Ero number 2 isa number na kuma human rights after disrespect ama men in uniform. Ukuba panga sending men in uniform kwa mkupiangefi kwa Mulusaka. It's ridiculous. Sha mfuapo ine. Sha mfuapo elon sha monapo. Takuli kamunga kuli disaster tie. There was shani. We needed so many officers to help to clean up. Nomba bantu balamfia, city council ilapoke mpia, you know. Where is the city council MP Bapoka? City council has got workers. Why can they clean the town? Paka mtume baka ama soja na ponga niba nani nganiba Zambia National. Mwalisalula ama soja. Ababa UPN ba disenda ngani Zambia police ba disenda what is private security yabo. Mwamona? You see what I've been saying? Ba UPN ba libula Zambia police ba disenda what ni private security yabo. All those private mines ukuchita oni ba mwenye police ya ule londa. So is that police getting allowance? Or is it being paid by the owner of that mine? Because mine is any private mine. Yes, it's disrespecting. Mo salulo onsha monako. Kuna wapanga if you momo abantu who mean well, they use bakairi. Eba ma prisoners eba ya mkuwami efiko mumusewu. Some of them, they are there with hard labor. But tensh. Muya mkubula mameni in uniform. Kuya mkuba piangisha mabima degree holders. Vali sambirira. Mule salula mameni in uniform. Kwena. Tamamo nako. Nichwe they operate on orders that you can. It's not even part of their job description. But they operate on orders of the president. The president is the commander-in-chief. So we are here to condemn it. It is wrong. Elo mwika weke shapo. Mwika weke shapo ndemye mafie. Elo tabatemen ngana mumona tina abatemwa because they operate on orders and they respect the constitution. Ngani kufya lo fimbi ngatulelanda fimbi. Mwatuma ama soja naponga niba Zambia police naponga niba atikawamye nifiko. After abantu basafya mulusaka mulya mwamkulabula amasoja bapyange efiko fya abantu. Bale tolo mwapo na tuli mu Zambia. But you know what? All those officers who were sweeping, even those who were not sweeping, to tell you the truth, this is a wound. This government has put a wound on our people, on all our defense forces. And they must apologize and it should never happen again. Because Africa tulalumba abantu nefya okuba tulelumba. If no one told them, I am telling them. That is demeaning, it's degrading, it's insulting. Elo, you will pay. Elo tabalabi elo nachi bakalipe chironda na mubachitaska. You have injured. Elo abengi baume bali kwa tabakashi n'abana abakulu bamukupyange mwamukubeka chishefi ifi pyango kula pyange fisoso fyabe na lusaka. Married men who are grown n'abakashi bali upana abana. Mwandini. Mukamwena. They must fix this. It should never happen again. Cause inesha mfwako kuya mkusenda mwafiro kushita manager ma city council yenu eyo mwa mkusenda ma menini uniform kuwamya ifiko fia balusaka city council mino abaleli MP for taxes abantu wase balipila ma tax ababomba mu Lusaka nshamona ko yini. Okay, guys, that's the end. I think Napuisha will be here again tomorrow to talk about developing stories, but that's the situation. Things are not okay. Let me just read the comments before I go. Let me read the comments before I go. My comments. Thanks for watching. Bayuri Kola la Office of Street Musevanya. Ala mwandini. Kwena wala chita degrade ya abantu. Wala salula abantu. Shamona koine. Babu kafyo luchelo atisendeni ama meni military baye mkuwamye. Nishita wachibuli la ba youth. So many youths bayatabako etenchitonga. Wachibakolonganya ba youth babapela kotumala onces. Mwandini nenshitemenwe. Elo weke mwika weke shapo. Ye mwangaila kuma meni uniform imwe. Those are the people who protect the president. Many in uniform. Elta protect your president and all these government officials. Many in uniform, it doesn't matter. Abe Kapokola, Abe Zambia National Service, Abe Zambia Army, Zambia Air Force, they are one and the same. If you touch one of them, you touch all of them. Inesha Monaco. Aba men uniform baba bonfia kufia ma disaster. Not abantu basafya mu Lusaka muli efiko bana lumango bale matching mpadi ati we are cleaning Lusaka bai monu chelo basenda ma men in uniform kuya mkupyanga efiko married honorable men nentepe a civil servant iyo kwena mwandi ni mulafo kwa kufuira you know sometimes you dig your own grave waimbile manda wewe mwine efyo bale chita why if you are digging your own grave keep digging efo ninga yafe banyudoni aba iyene imande inomba na bemba kachinga ni 1000 feet down keep digging banyudoni if imwayamba keep digging your own grave katwish imande yakubula men in uniform kuya mkula abapyangisha mu musebo. It's insulting. It's the biggest insult ever to any man in uniform. Ero abengi ba umena bashaba kashina abana baletamba bawishi balepyanga mu musebo. Cleaning the messy or the filth of failed failed whatever city council. Why can't they fire all the people at the city council and hire people to clean up the city? What is going on? Munamkuta disgrace men in uniform to clean the filth of those directors at Lusaka City Council who have failed to clean up the city despite collecting funding from government and also from taxes from the local business women and all businesses there in Lusaka. Balapoke mpia. Yes, that's why you namumona. Anyway, we'll talk tomorrow. I need our mama to join tomorrow and I'll try to help her to join. O ina chambu ko mulilo na wima. Pa TikTok e pa liliash. Mule ya pa TikTok. Takuri. Fia kwe bati you know. Vale isa fie mufialo fiabe nokula tungulula abantu. Why? Eo lomba abantu vale mwena mwawene ama president aba kwe bati vale. Kuchima kutungula chalo chobe. And one person can not make a decision for 20 million. Umuntu umo. Techapange decision for 20 million. Afwilo kuwelela kubantu. Mwe bantu mfweni file chikanifi. Tuwala chitashani. Ama MOU yonse bali fisa. Eo basa inama MOU yonse bali fisa. So we are highly suspicious. Highly suspicious to the suspicious ichakuti. Tatu akulala na nokulala. Lopo banyanta na ifetu anyanta. In fact, we are 10 steps ahead of him. Awa Nudoni ngabale munachi bali changela. We are 10 steps ahead of them. Because we are not going to allow it achitike mu 1991. What has been happening in the last 30 years in Zambia? We are not allowing it to continue, no. It will come, nanguvinga be secret. If it's a secret of good news, it is welcome, but it's not good news. Look at the economy. Dollar iparishinga. So parifisu mafia secret ya wefe barechita. There's nothing good. Because if it was anything good, right now we should be seeing the fruits. We should be benefiting from those secret deals right now. Chile akuli 2 years. But instead of be benefiting, we are bleeding. The country is bleeding. Ubunga, 500 kwacha. Dollar, 22 kwacha. Kionse nafi pena. So, if you're to kabapano, mailo to kabapano, God bless you guys. God bless you. Keep the ear to the ground. Inbox me for anything. We are trying to talk about trending things. We have our topics, but we are trying to talk about what is trending so that we are in tune with the whole situation. But we haven't forgotten about the Mkushi youths, those who protested. Where are they? Have they been released? We haven't forgotten about the MOU ya land ya Kenya. We haven't forgotten that 20,000 acres. Everybody for Pela Kenya. Because even Kenyans themselves, they are not happy. amani achitwakola yakonka yonse. And I hope it is all included in the dossier yaba Kasonde. This is our opportunity for Zambia kufuma muli nankan mu poverty. Imagine. Aho ba Simon Mwapechachini. Tafiweme, fiakula senda ma men in uniform atika kusenifiko. Chimona Panganda, men in uniform, they are the most respected because by the abantu abasunga pisi ya chalo. Chimona Panganda, kuti ba na ulala mubendi ba wiso ba mkukusefi soso panse. Where on earth? Eh? Besides the president, that's why you could be a president. Who follows the president? Wherever the president is, who is there? It is the men in uniform. Who conquer president in nine? My men in uniform. So number one, number ministers, the president doesn't even go anywhere. Ministers don't even follow the president. It is the men in uniform who follow the president. They are the one who protect him. So number protect your most powerful job to protect them. Like really honestly, Panganda mulina bano kona ba wiso, elo ba wiso batuma bakashi, batuma bano kwatika koselika wiwe kosefi soso. Opo mulimwe. If you are not there, fine. Yeah, that's why we are condemning it. And we are telling these men in uniform, they know it. It is an order. That's why they did it. But all right, guys, we'll be here. We'll be talking Milo to the live. We'll try to come between 20, 30, and 21 hours. We'll talk about developing stories. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye.